All right, round 2. This hand's a bit sketchy only because we only have 2 spells to 5 lands and one of our spells is a 7 drop. But we're on the draw and 5 of 7 lands, like, I guess, I mean, I just keep it. Like, if I rip lands, this hand's insane. Not rip lands. If I rip spells, this hand's insane. If I rip lands, it's really bad. So it's like a high upside, high downside uh, hand, basically. It doesn't do a ton on its own, but if we rip spells, it looks insane. Like we're gonna just be able to ideally play spells into an eventual responder for the win. Okay, I'll accept spells. I will accept spells. Okay, Tactician, I'm digging it. So far, so good. We're on a good path here. Spirit into Tactician is very good. Recluse, unfortunately, can block the Spirit, but that's okay. All right. So here's the predicament. If I play Tactician, I can't attack into Recluse. If I wait a turn, I can go Tactician, Enshrouding Mist. But actually, I don't think that's worth our time. I think we actually just swing with Orchard Spirit, fake like we have a spell, a pump. Okay. I mean, he's pretty highly motivated to block there. I was just hoping the bluff would work, but we're gonna play a Tactician and pass, and then I can at least start swinging with Tactician with Enshrouding Mist. And now he probably doesn't think we have a combat trick because I didn't play one there. The old Recluse into Majoring Bully. All right, well, we're officially at Majoring Responder point. So we're going to swing. Okay. Likely going to have to use an Enshrouding Mist here. See if he has Might of the Masses. Could be Titanic Growth. Fiery Impulse. All right. Nice thing is we still get to kill Majoring Bully. So let's just let this Titan Strength resolve. Let's see if he scries to the top or the bottom. Bottomed it. Okay. So we get to Mist, eat the Majoring Bully. So that works pretty well for us. And we're still 2 turns from Majoring Responder, and we're officially out of gas after Majoring Responder, but Responder is a pretty good gas card against a red-green deck too. I don't think they have a ton of ways to deal with Majoring Responder. that I can think of. Foundry is actually a really nice draw too. The only unfortunate thing about Foundry is we can't crack it and resolve a responder next turn, so we're not going to show him. We're not going to show him Foundry yet. 5 cards in hand. How did he know? Yeah, we're not going to show him Foundry just yet. I think it's to our tactical advantage to keep that a secret. For example, he might be more willing to lose a Recluse if he doesn't know about Foundry. If he knows about Foundry, ooh, little Rogue's Passage with a Majoring Responder, you say? I like that. 2 cards left in our opponent's hand? Well, essentially we only have, I guess we have 3 cards in our hand. Next turn with Rogue's Passage, it's going to be... Actually, I don't even need the Rogue's Passage. It's just brutality next turn. So he does have to deal with Responder. And like I said, I don't know a ton of ways that red-green can do it. Wild Instincts with a Death Toucher. Ravaging Blaze for 1,000,000 mana. Yeah. So I think opponent just ran out of gas there. And we didn't have to show him our 2 sweet utility lands either, so that was kind of nice. So what did we see out of our opponent? We just saw a Majoring Bully, a Hitchclaw Recluse, and a Titan Strength. Not much information to go on. I think we're just going to have to go to game 2 here. Although if he's running Bully, maybe the Battle Priest is better. But then again, the Sentinel can actually attack into the Hitchclaw Recluse, whereas the Battle Priest cannot. I think we're going to keep it the same for now. Get some more information than 3 cards out of our opponent. Sand is fantastic. All right, Leaf Killer's pretty good. All right. Opponent is out the gates and swinging hard here. Recluse isn't bad, but we got to go Castle on here. So if he swings with everything, I guess I take it. I mean, getting Castle on Renown seems pretty important. Rock Smaller too? Jeez. That's a brutal one. And I can't even attack into it? Jeez. That's tough. Opponent is out the gates with a trillion dudes on turn 4. Wow. He has 4 creatures on turn 4? Oh my god. That is brutal. Let's see here. Two cards left in his... I could play Recluse, leave up Enshrouding Mist, double block Mauler, Mist, protect Castellon. All right, I think that's our best line, and hope our opponent's just got nothing. I think if he had something, he would have attacked with the Construct too, though, right? But maybe he didn't want to... Well, I don't think we've got any luxuries this game. We're going to hope our opponent's basically out of gas after spewing out all those creatures. Because now we can at least double block Mauler, Enshrouding Mist our Castellon, protect it, lose a Recluse. We do lose a Recluse and an Enshrouding Mist, but taking out Mauler seems pretty essential here. Although we do have a Gorger, but Gorger's... A 5/6 doesn't mean much to a 6/6 trample. Wait, you put that one first? Alright. Well, then we're going to do the Enshrouding Mist on the Recluse. Because then he can't even kill either of our guys. That worked exceptionally well. Another Mauler? Jeez. Alright. We got some plays. Let's go Servitor plus Orchard Spirit, I guess. Gonna have to do some more tactical blocking here. I guess any land gets us to Gorger Point, and a white mana gets us Tactician. Alright. Alright, it's beatable. We're looking okay here. Basically have to hope our opponent doesn't have that Titan strength. This seems like an easy double block, actually. I want to take that out. So we can go Recluse, Rune Servitor, and get an extra card, too. I like that, actually, quite a bit. The extra card could get us to Gorger Point, which I think is pretty important here. And he wants the extra card, too, it looks like. Well, I mean, he wants to kill something for his Brute, so it makes sense. But I think this works well for us. Okay. Another opportunity to draw land here should be quite good. More plays from our opponent? Jeez. Alright, at least he's out of gas, but opponent spewed his hand out really effectively this game. Angel's Tomb, not exactly what I'm looking for. Can't play Tactician either. Jeez. I guess we go Tomb Anointer, which I don't love. But getting a blocker for his 2/1 since he can swing pretty effectively here. All right. Not completely safe yet, but guess our double block is a Castellan and a Spirit on a Mauler, Anointer on a 2/1s. He probably just gets in with Spirit and Thopter though, which totally makes sense. Oh, I guess he can't because of Recluse. Okay. Yeah, actually we're looking good. We look good. Barring our opponent having a Titan strength, we look good. Oh my god. Seismic Elemental? How brutal. How brutal is that? Our opponent drew like just so money. Like think about like the sequence of how our opponent drew this game. Such a beautiful turn progression because he got 4 creatures on turn 4, but after a stalemated board state for 1 turn, he top decks his Seismic Elemental. For real? We're so dead it's not even funny. Even if I had gotten a land there with the Valoran Wardens, he would have 7 attackers to our 6 blockers. He would still have us dead. Wow. That was brutal. All right, no more. Guess we don't show our opponent anything more. Wow. That was a harsh beatdown. Such a dramatic difference than game 1. Game 1, it's turn 3 Recluse into turn 4 Majoring Bully. Game 2, it's Leaf Gilder into Construct Spirit into Maulers. Or was it? No, it was Brute Construct on turn 3. And then Mauler turn 4. Wasn't it Mauler turn 5 too? Yeah, it was. And then it was Spirit Doppler Engineer and then Seismic Elemental. Wow. That was a sick turn progression. Active Treason too. Well, we were already very dead, but I guess we got some more information. It's not the worst. Extremely dead. You got us. That was brutal. Brutal. All right, what do we got against Hyper Aggro, apparently? It's not even Hyper Aggro. It's just potential sick turn progression with his Leaf Gilder. I mean, there's not much we can do about it. I still like Grasp here. We didn't see any removal out of him. Although Active Treason, something with Grasp is also insane. We just don't have a sideboard for this match, at least. So I think we keep it the same. And yeah, even Caterpillar. I mean, we didn't see anything worth hitting. No, I think this is the best we got. We got to try it again. I mean, I think I keep. Like, if I draw, I don't even think it's a think. I think I have to keep this. Turn 1 Anointer, potential for turn 3 Hydra into turn 4 Castellan, turn 5 Tomb. Like, we really just need a green mana, and this hand just goes off. And even if we just draw white mana, we can go Tomb into Tactician, which isn't bad. If you trigger it or arrange it correctly. Bellows Lizard. You kidding me? Green manas for all the value. Not quite, but Swift Reckoning's not the worst. I would prefer to not trade an Anointer of Champions for a Bellows Lizard. Bully too. It's not great. I might have to Swift Reckoning that. I mean, I could make this trade. I don't like it, though. Not yet. Green, please. All right. Settle for an Angel's Tomb. I'm a little more keen on trading Anointer now. No, I think one more turn at least. I'm going to take the damage. I can Swift Reckoning the Bully if I don't draw land. If I do draw green, I get to play Hydra. The Doppler Engineer is really ugly here for us, but nothing to be done. We got to draw hot here. I mean, we have to draw hot to get back in this game. Nope, it's not it. It's just not it. All right. Looks like we're going to have to do a bad trade, unfortunately. Yeah, so we took 2 unnecessary damage, but I was just really hopeful that we could... I was really hopeful we could rip that green mana. Now it might be too late, unfortunately. It's one of those deals. We're taking an absurd amount of damage and we're missing key land drops, but it's a bummer. It is a bummer, but nothing to be done. Green mana. All right, I don't like it, but no choice. So get Angel's Tomb out there. Pump it. Get in for 4. This is going to be a tough race with a Zendikar Incarnate out there. And unfortunately, Hydra just looks like garbage now. If I can rip a Foundry of the... No, I'm still 2 lands from that. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty harsh. Guess we have to trade in Elemental for a Tactician, which I don't like at all, but we're in a tough spot. We're in a tough spot. I could eat his Thopter Engineer, and then I only take 8, which is just absurd. So that's not going to work. Green mana? Oof. All right. Well, tried my best. It's a rough loss, but we needed to draw the green mana. It was a high upside, high downside hand, and did not pan out for us. So I wish it had, but it didn't, and we lost. So nothing to be done. I mean, sure, we get another turn here, but it is beyond irrelevant at this point. That's a tough loss, though. I really wanted to play these green spells. Now I'm just really kicking myself for the... This is where I kick myself for the 9/6, because it really did cost us here. And we saw both of the utility lands that absolutely would have been so much better served as green mana this game. So this is just one of those games where you get really kicked for running utility lands and running 9/6 lands. So got super punished for the way that I did my mana base this game. Harsh beating. We'll see you in round 3.